Hi friends and neighbors, Flash Powder Hal here today. Not doing a cowboy shoot video today, but I'm sure as you probably watched the news, you know we had some really miserable weather last week here in the great Pacific Northwest. And first we had 14 inches of snow, and then we had a big ice storm that took down tens of thousands of trees, knocked everybody's power out, and life was kind of miserable and still for more than a week for a lot of people. So it's got pretty nasty out here. But one thing I noticed, we got pretty prepared. We've been one of those people who I've been a volunteer in emergency services for 20 years, so I got all the stuff we needed, but it just was inconvenient. I had a stove in the garage, and then I had the fuel for it out in the shed, and so I just came up with a little idea. It's not the end all and be all, it's not right for everybody, but for me, I developed this little pail here, a bucket, and when the power goes out, grab this bucket. And so as soon as all of a sudden the lights go out, maybe, who knows, it might only be an hour, but already knows, like this last time for us it was over 2 days. So we have one of those little plug-in lights, or a couple of them, that come on when the power goes off, that stay in the wall and come on when the power goes off, and it's right above where this bucket is. And come grab the bucket, put the flashlight around your neck so you always got power with you, and then you can look down in the bucket. These zip type lids are great, a whole lot better than regular bucket lids. And then you've already got the light around your neck, so you got some power. I got all kinds of stuff just stuck in here at random. Here's a thing that you can plug into your car when you want to plug in either other stuff that runs off cigarette lighters, and it also has a USB port. So if you can go out, start your car up, say your cell phone's not working or you need power for your MP3 player or whatever, plug it right in there, charge up your cell phone, you're good to go. And we also have other little connectors, because we also have one of these little solar chargers. This one's happened to be made by Goal Zero. Even on a cloudy day, it takes longer, but it'll still charge up your cell phone. I've done it. It takes about a full day, 10, 12 hours, to charge up full charge on a cell phone. On a sunny day, it only takes about 3 or 4 hours. But these really work great, and it's got the plug-in that goes from the cell phone right into the power unit here. It also has 4 AA batteries that once those are charged up, it'll give about 2 full charges to the phone also, built right into it. So it's a really convenient unit to have. Now we also have, you kind of shook up, the power's going off, what are you going to do? Okay, but at least now you've got your light, and it's just kind of calming if you know that you got little snacks, something to eat. You can sit down, take a few breaths, kind of think about what you're going to do. Maybe you need to call the power company, call your neighbors, make sure it's not just your house out, it's the whole neighborhood, or maybe the whole town in this case. And then you have a little gas stove. This one by Coleman just happens to use just about everything from gasoline to white fuel to kerosene and everything else. Real handy. Got some extra fuel for it in the bucket there. Enough of it to last days and days. And then you want to have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, just kind of sit back and relax. Just grab a pot. These things have about 4 1/4 ounces of fresh water in it. Even if your power goes out to your well and you need something to drink, here's some water right there. Just go ahead and use it. You don't have to panic about what you're going to do right now to have a cup of coffee. More water. And I also have the pot to heat up the water in, a little aluminum pot. Just throw it on top of the stove and heat her up. You got the little Ziploc baggie, tea bags, some instant coffee. Just open it up, throw it right in. Now, of course, to light your stove, you need a couple of either Bic lighters, and we also got some extra stick matches in a Ziploc bag, so you can be able to light that up. Always handy to have that stuff around. And for a backup, got the little sterno stove. It's always good. The old military saying 1 is none and 2 is 1. So it's good to have a backup, and sometimes a backup for your backup. We got some honey to put in the sugar and that sort of thing to put in your tea and coffee. And then if you want to heat up something later, open a can of soup or beef stew or whatever and have a meal, make sure you got your manual can opener, because your electric one ain't going to work. And you got the manual for the stove, because I know how to use it. I've used it for years, but sometimes other people might be using this, like the little lady that hasn't worked it before. Got Right in the Rain notes in case you want to leave a note saying, hey, Joe, your power is out, come on over and get warm with us. Anything you want to write down. And it's great to have, this is a little AM, FM shortwave radio. This one, and everybody makes them, but this one happens to be by C.C. Crane. Compact, takes just a couple of AA batteries, and you can find out, go to your local news radio station, find out what's going on if you haven't been listening, and find out why the power is out, when it might be coming back, hopefully. And we also have some candles, so you can start setting up, find out spots where you're going to be setting and be able to rest so your batteries don't stay on all night. You can at least set some candles and get them going. And we also have a little LED lantern, so you can sit down, eat your dinner, play cards, keep yourself busy. And it's always good, you never know when the batteries are going to run out. I got 4 lithium AA's, so they'll last 10 years without using them, without going bad, and they'll last a real long time once you do put them in. So they're great to have for emergencies. Swiss Army knife does everything. It'll open your cans too. If your other can opener breaks or something's wrong, it'll open pop bottles, open the plastic bags with the little knife. Got a corkscrew in it because you have a bottle of wine in case you want to really relax when it's dinner time. Little paracord, good to have, about 20-25 feet of paracord. You can hang up stuff, put up a candle lantern and hang it from the chandelier or what you're going to use. Also got another candle. Can't have too much light. I never know, you might need to take one up when you got to use the restroom. And also a little whistle. Emergencies, you never know, somebody's outside and you need them to come inside real quick. The little whistle will give them a heads up and tell them to come inside. Sharpie for writing on that Right in the Rain. And also a pen. You never know, regular ballpoints, they always seem to go bad or not have the ink in it when you want it. So a good old-fashioned writing #2 pencil will do it every time. And last if not least, in case you need to go outside and use your stove, in case you're worried about the fumes and the wind's blowing a little bit, this is a little aluminum foil wound up. It goes around the stove and keeps the wind from blowing it out. And that's all you need for, this isn't a bug-out bag or the end-all and be-all for emergencies. We got other emergency stuff, but this is just a quick, grab this bucket and you can kick back and relax. You got everything you need for a couple hours and get ready to see what's really happening down the road. And you can use those ideas and add to your own and put down on the YouTube suggestions you have. I mean, this will always grow and evolve and be ready to go. So you stay safe out there, stay warm, and hopefully your power's back.